Welcome to the Chicago Match Cup, taking place on one of North America's largest freshwater lakes, Lake Michigan. It's the fourth stage of the 2014 Alpari World Match Racing Tour, and the third time the city has hosted the regatta as part of the Alpari Tour. At the last stopover staged in Sopot on the Baltic coast of Poland, it was Ian Williams of GAC Pindar who took the win ahead of Mathieu Richard of Lunajets. The third spot going to defending ISAF Match Racing World Champion Taylor Canfield, heading up US 1. Coming into this fourth event, the current tour leaderboard looks like this. In first place, it's Ian Williams on 72 points. In second spot, and with 55 points, is Mathieu Richard. Taylor Canfield is in third spot with 48 points. In fourth spot is Bjorn Hansen and the Hansen sailing team, just 1 point behind on 47. Here at the Chicago Match Cup, there are 12 teams from 9 nations, all hungry to take home a victory. The top 3 on the overall leaderboard, all knowing how important this event would be.
We are now second on the overall ranking, which is good, but GAC Pindar and Ian Williams, they made an incredible first part of the season, and they have a huge lead now, and I think that all the guys here, all the teams wants to come closer to them and to have a chance to win the title at the end, so hopefully we will be on the top.
For GAC Pindar, we've got 3 finishes in the top 2 finishes so far. We've got this regatta and then 2 more to really find another finals finish. So for sure, if we could make the final here, then we'd have a full set ready for the Monsoon Cup, and that would be great. But really at the moment, we're just concentrating on trying to get through into the quarters and take it from there. We're pretty relaxed and enjoying ourselves, and hopefully we can come through and get another good result.
I don't like to think there's any pressure for us. We're just out here to sail another race. And this is obviously one of our favorite events and favorite venues and favorite places to be. So I think that actually may make it a little bit easier for us. And we know we can crawl back into races when we're behind. So again, we're just going to go out there and do our thing.
After a staggering 94 intensive matches during qualifying and the repechage, all 6 tour card holders, along with Pierre-Antoine Morvan and Chris Steele, had made it through to the quarterfinals. Taylor Canfield, heading up US 1, was highest placed at this stage in the regatta and took the first pick of opponent in the quarterfinals. His choice, Chris Steele, heading up 36 below racing. Williams took the second pick and chose Pierre-Antoine Morvan from Van Aglo's sailing team. For Williams, a 4-time ISAF Match Racing World Champion, Morvan posed no threat, taking the win in 3 straight matches. Williams had showed that he was in complete control and dispatched the Frenchman effortlessly. For Taylor Canfield, his pairing should have been effortless too, but the defending ISAF Match Racing World Champion was in for a wake-up call in his first match against Chris Steele.
Both boats into the wind. Canfield swinging his transom round, and small touch there. The flag from Steele. Let's see what the umpires make of it. So yellow flag, penalty on Canfield.
How fast, Oldie?
Canfield looking to try and jibe across the front of Steele.
Come on, starboard!
Coming across very close.
Yes. Come on, guys, starboard port. Altering course the whole time, jibing. Double yellow. Yellow.
And there's the second yellow flag. Taylor Canfield's going to have to do one of these penalty turns straight away.
Here we go, coming up.
Driving, go drop. Go drop.
Back and jib a little bit.
Taking the left gate, left turn, left gate.
No.
The main bang on.
Ease.
Okay.
Trim the jibbing.
Ease main. Big main on now.
Left turn, right?
Ease main.
There we go.
On now.
Canfield keeping it tight and has managed to get back in at the top of the course. Wind has got lighter. Canfield has the controlling position. He's on the inside. We can see across to the top mark. Canfield has the inside. He has control. He's going to try and offset his penalty here. Try and trap Steele off to the left-hand side of him. Now remember, the penalty turn is just one jibe if they're on the upwind leg, and it's a tack if they're on the downwind leg.
Yeah.
Easy, please, man.
Jib on.
It's a bit of a standoff. Both skippers eye to eye at the top of the racecourse. Who will blink first?
Yeah, come this way, come this way.
Jib on, mate, on. Jib on, just jib on.
Both boats tacking now. Back towards the top mark.
Easy jib.
And Canfield now looking for a luff on port. Up he comes.
He's passing to win. Back starboard. No, sorry,
Canfield think he's on starboard.
easy way,
No incident, but Canfield has left Steele floundering on the water.
Easy main, please. 2, 1, and press.
Now Canfield looking for the jibe. Coming back on starboard. Those whistles signifying Canfield no longer taking a penalty, but he is on starboard.
Come on.
And we've yet to go around the top mark. Now Taylor Canfield has trapped Steele.
Ready for a jibe.
Boat's very close. What will the umpires make of it?
Yes, I know.
Green flag. That's not what Canfield wanted to see.
Far out.
On the win here, jibing.
Now Canfield jives round.
This is our penalty, jibe. We jibe. Thank you.
But he's got away from the 2-length zone. He's completed the jibe. He's on the wind. And his penalty's gone. What a move, a master stroke from Canfield.
Yeah.
The reigning Alpari World Match Racing Tour champion sails on towards the top mark. Final run to the finish.
After the initial shake-up in race 1, Canfield went on to beat Steele 3-0 and secure his place in the semi-finals.
Nice race, guys. Way to stick with it.
In the other pairings, Bjorn Hansen of Hansen's sailing team was up against Phil Robertson heading up Walker Racing. The pair seemed evenly matched and took their quarter-final to the full 5 matches, and a winner-takes-all race. In the end, it was the Swedish Hansen sailing team that took the win. Robertson and Walker Racing were out of the regatta.
Obviously a very tricky one, very shifty and massive rights and huge lefts, so tough day sailing, but yeah, pretty disappointing to be honest. I think we had our chances to take it in that 3rd and 4th race and couldn't seal the deal, so no. Didn't feel like he deserved it as much as we thought. You know, I think we sailed really well, but that's how it goes sometimes.
In the final pairing, Frenchman Mathieu Richard heading up Lunar Jets took on Keith Swinton of Team Alpari FX.
Yep. No, 3.
In match 1, Swinton took the win, but Rashad fought back in the next 2 races to secure a 2-1 lead. The pressure was all on Swinton to get the next 2 wins.
The man on the march is Mathieu Richard and Team Lunar Jets, sailing in the red boat off to that left-hand side of the screen as we look out. As they come down to the line, it is the French team that are victorious. Mathieu Richard and Team Lunar Jets.
It was a hard-fought race, but it was Mathieu Richard of Lunar Jets who was through to the semi-finals, along with Taylor Canfield of US1, Ian Williams of GAC Pindar, and Bjorn Hansen of Hansen Sailing Team. The Chicago Match Cup was proving to be an intense regatta. It was now down to the final 4, but there could only be one winner. Pressure was mounting. It was now a moment for a little downtime before the semi-finals. The sailors headed downtown, and the best way to see the Chicago skyline was from where they're used to being, on the water.
We're at the mouth of the Chicago River, which uncharacteristically does not flow into the lake, but originates from the lake and eventually terminates at the Mississippi River. Now, Chicago is an Indian name, which means, sorry to say, smelly onions. In a great engineering feat, they were able to widen, deepen, straighten the river, then the river reversed itself. The variety or mix of architecture is the result of the Chicago fire destroying all of the business district, allowing insurance money to bring in developers who then needed architects. Architects brought in their opportunity to change the appearance of a city. They wanted to develop a uniquely American style of architecture. Chicago is a world-class city.
And for this week, the city hosts world-class sailors at the top of their game. Join us for the semi-finals, where we see who goes through to the final here at the Chicago Match Cup. Welcome back to the Chicago Match Cup on Lake Michigan in the USA, the fourth stop on the Alpari World Match Racing Tour. It's the final day and we're down to the last 4 teams, the same 4 who are topping the Alpari Tour leaderboard. Sailing almost faultlessly was the defending ISAF Match Racing World Champion Taylor Canfield of US 1. He had chosen Bjorn Hansen of Hansen's sailing team for his semi-final head-to-head.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough day today with the semi-finals against the local hero Taylor Canfield for sure. We know that he knows this area and this venue and these boats better than anyone else.
Obviously, Bjorn had a tough start to the event, and you know, he just looks a little bit more uncomfortable on the boats, and you know, that's kind of the main reason. He's definitely hasn't won as many races so far in the event as Rashad or Williams, so you know, that's what it comes down to.
We hope that 2 last days with a lot of sailing has given us good preparations for today, so we think that we will give him a hard match.
You know, we raced Bjorn here in the semifinals last year and Bjorn in the semifinals in Sweden, so you know, we've had some good battles and won and lost, and you know, just hoping for a good fight on the water.
Ian Williams of GAC Pindar would face Mathieu Richard of Lunajets.
Mathieu and his team are probably the team that we've raced most on the Alpari World Match Racing Tour. We've been racing against each other for, I don't know, it's not far off 20 years now, and so I think we know each other's games pretty well. Really, it's going to come down to who handles the boats the best in this strong, shifty breeze, and you know, who can keep the boat on its feet.
We want to go, of course, to go further, to go to the finals. It's always the same story. So they are very strong since the beginning of the year. So it will be obviously very tough to beat them. But that's a challenge, and we try to do it.
I think there's definitely quite a lot of pressure on them. For us, we're here to win. You know, that's what we want to do. We've obviously had 3 good results, and we want to get another one. So we're certainly very keen to get out there and make it through to the final.
It was the first to win 3 points, and in their first 2 matches, both Canfield and Williams had dominated their opponents to take 2-0 scorelines. The pressure was now on Hansen and Rashad, respectively. Could they fight back against these masters of match racing?
We come up to the finish line. We're on board with US 1 sailing Taylor Canfield, who comes through the line.
Taylor Canfield and his US 1 team were through to the final of the Chicago Match Cup. But could they make it a double and repeat their win on home ground as they did last year? As a team, they were certainly firing on all cylinders and were a strong unit. But who would they face in the final? In the third semi-final match between Ian Williams and Mathieu Richard, the Frenchman did manage a win, but now had to win the next 2 matches to have a chance of facing Canfield. We join Williams versus Richard's 4th semi-final match.
Williams has just ended up late, massively disappointed with his time on distance. That final dip down, just positioning himself too far away from the start line. Richard able to capitalise, sail across above him, and now leading this match. Richard leading the jibe into the bottom gate, but Williams has closed up. Williams will take the left-hand mark. Mathieu Richard will round the right. Both boats almost simultaneously around these bottom marks. Very close. Mathieu Richard tacking underneath. Both boats very close around the top mark. Williams looking for the tack. Calling to sail the boat the whole way round. Huge gust as they round. Really putting pressure on both teams with their crew work. But it is Ian Williams and GAC Pindar first to set the spinnaker. They're leading away from this top mark. But Mathieu Richard is up onto the air of Williams. Can he roll? Now, not only has he got to roll, but he's also got to get across the front. Rashad fanning the main, trying to get all the boat speed he can, trying to make the jibe across the front of Williams. Here comes Rashad. Now, can he get across the front? Williams brings the bow down. He's on starboard, and the boats come back together. Huge crash. White flags from both boats, and there's a yellow flag. And also a red, so immediate penalty for Mathieu Richard. Williams just has to get to the finish line.
We are dropping!
Williams just has to finish. Mathieu Richard has to complete that tack penalty. Williams bringing the bow down now across the front of Mathieu Richard. And as Team Lunajets complete their penalty turn, it is Ian Williams who comes down without the spinnaker, without the jib, but he has the crucial win.
Mathieu Richard seems so close to levelling the score against Ian Williams, but in the end, Williams outsailed the Frenchman. It was a crushing defeat for Richard. It had come down to the last 2 teams to go head-to-head to decide who would win the Chicago Match Cup here in the USA. It would be the defending ISAF match racing world champion Taylor Canfield versus 4-time world champion Ian Williams. It would be the first to win 3 points, and it was clear right from the start that neither team would give an inch.
Boats coming back together, and Canfield has found a little bit of extra pressure on the left-hand side. Is he across Williams? Williams has a piece, forces Canfield to tack.
Way back, yeah.
And he holds on, he rounds in front. But Canfield gnashing at his heels.
Okay, on the hoist.
Head in the pull.
Go hoist.
Oh my God.
This is long, okay?
Go hoist, go hoist, go hoist. Go, heads.
Williams round in front, Canfield with the set. Perhaps a length and a half of clear water between the boats.
In on this board at the moment is an issue.
Nice. Here's the puff now. Just got to try and build.
Canfield has the roll. Now, will Williams be able to defend? It's a lighter breeze than that quarter-final match where Williams was able to prevent Rashad jibing back across. Can he do the same again here?
Try and call something, Graham. I can't see him.
Canfield jibes, and he's across the front.
Got to push him high here.
Williams looking to try and get onto the breeze of Canfield.
Get pulled back a little bit.
The skipper's doing an excellent job of keeping the boats apart, but Canfield still blocking Williams. And now Williams sets his spinnaker. He moves forward. He's going to get the roll.
Stand by.
Both skippers quickly re-evaluating. Where are they going next?
Way back when you can.
Okay, you're going to have to help me.
Stand by.
You're going to have to help me.
Jibing.
Go, go,
Three,
go, go,
two,
go.
one, here we go.
Simultaneous jibe.
Rotate, rotate, rotate.
Now here comes the luff from Williams.
Come on, give us room. Princess.
He's done nothing the whole time.
And I think the bow of Williams has touched the boom of Canfield.
There's no room.
There, a yellow flag. The penalty on Canfield.
Our penalty.
Nice and chilled, guys. Now we've got it.
Williams down towards the finish line. Ian Williams under control. Has Canfield right where he wants him. Jibe from Canfield onto port across the stern of Williams. Yeah, final mistake from Canfield, I think. That will be another penalty turn, but it won't matter. Williams is through. He takes the win.
So it was Ian Williams who took the first win. Taylor Canfield now had to step up to the fight if he had any chance of defending his Chicago Match Cup title.
Spectator boat looms. We're getting near the finish. And it is Taylor Canfield and US1 Sailing that levels this match.
So Canfield had levelled the scores. At one win each, it was all to play for. In their third match, Williams took the right side of the start and never let go of control, depriving Canfield of any passing opportunities. Williams' narrow lead on the last leg to the finish looked reasonably safe until Canfield closed the gap and overlapped Williams.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Wow.
Williams didn't keep clear and was given a penalty. The race win was Canfield's. At 2-1 up, Canfield only had to get one more victory. Williams was on the back foot. In the fourth match, Canfield took the right side of the course and successfully defended any attacks by Williams all the way to the finish line. It was 3-1 to Taylor Canfield and his US1 team, a moment he savoured in front of a home crowd.
Hammer, hammer, hammer.
Canfield's dream of winning here in Chicago for a second time had come true. Canfield and his team had lost just 2 matches in the entire regatta, a stunning performance.
This is what we needed to, kind of keep ourselves in the hunt for the World Championship this year. So to do it in Chicago, it's awesome. All of our friends and family are here supporting us, so we couldn't ask for more.
The boys sailed great all week. We only had 2 losses the entire regatta. It was just awesome. We had a great time and totally ecstatic about it.
A couple of moments, I think it was in the first race, where we had a couple of bad waves and that really cost us.
It was battle royale for sure. It was blow for blow.
Generally, I think our speed and boat handling was really good, and it helped get us through the whole regatta. GAC Pindar were definitely up for it. I felt that we sailed pretty well. That's why I'm sort of sitting here really, a little bit disappointed right now. I think mathematically now we are definitely going to be leading going into Malaysia, and our job is to go to the next one and try and make sure we take the top spots so they can't get them. 2 firsts and 2 seconds, I think anybody would be really happy to have that at this stage.
Pairing 2 threes in a first now, it's pretty powerful where we're sitting, and just pretty much need one more good result going into Monsoon Cup, and we'll be right there fighting for the championship.
In third position here in Chicago, it was Mathieu Richard of Lunajets, an important result for the French team, and in fourth spot was Bjorn Hansen of Hansen Sailing Team. So after the final results at Chicago Match Cup 2014, the current Alpari Tour leaderboard looks like this. In first place, it's Ian Williams heading up GAC Pindar on 94 points. In second spot, and with 74 points, is Mathieu Richard from Lunajets. Defending ISAF World Champion Taylor Canfield of US1 is in third and just 1 point behind on 73. In fourth spot is Bjorn Hansen and the Hansen Sailing Team. He's 10 points behind on 63. Keith Swinton of Team Alpari FX is on 52 points and in 5th. Stage 5 of the 2014 Alpari World Match Racing Tour travels to Holland. It's the first year that the Dutch Match Cup has joined the Alpari Tour. Join us there for a pivotal regatta in the Alpari Tour, an event where final standings on the tour really start to take shape.